Sheepdog and Wolf is a game made by Infogram for PC and the PlayStation in 2001. It's
not really an action game, or a spy game, or a strategy game. Well, there's certainly nothing nasty in it.
Thanks for that. Anyway, it's based on a cartoon in the 50s and 60s about Ralph Wolf and Sam Sheepdog. The game begins with Ralph trying to steal one of Sam's sheep, and Sam stopping him, which is Ralph and Sam's job in the show. After the workday, Ralph goes home, and then...
Hello, and welcome to the Sheepdog and Wolf Show, or as I like to call it, Who Wants to Be a Sheep Stealer? Now, the aim of our game is simple: to steal sheep. You will go through a series of levels. At each of those levels, you will have to steal a sheep from Sam Sheepdog and put it in the goal. If you succeed, you may proceed to the next challenge, and so on, until you finally steal the entire flock.
Like Davy said, you have to steal sheep from Sam and bring them to the goal. To do that, you have to use a lot of crazy shit, like rockets, hair dryers, mines, costumes, and even a magical clock that makes you time travel. Yes, I'm serious. You go through a total of 17 levels, including the 2 bonus levels. The levels are usually pretty unique and introduce new concepts and items. And the things that are reused are used in new and creative ways. The environments are varied as well, though I still don't know how you go from an icy cave to here, then here. It's strange like that. Then again, how do you go places by simply opening a door that doesn't actually lead to anywhere? The controls are pretty simple. You can run, jump, sneak, and sprint. The super sprint is pretty convenient for getting around, but it can break some of the puzzles. It's only a few though. The controls are pretty solid, though having square as a jump button took a while to get used to. And no, you can't remap it because the mind diffusing and the dancing minigame get confusing if you do. One thing I have to mention is the music. Oh my god, the music is amazing. Some of the earlier level themes aren't as good, but they're not bad. The only real complaint I have with the music is that some of the level themes are a bit reused, with only the last 4 levels having original music, but at least you get to hear this song twice. The graphics are pretty good, obviously better on the PC, though the PlayStation version looks okay. Levels could use a bit more detail, but the whole game is just nice to look at. There's the occasional clipping, but it doesn't get in the way. The render distance is pretty bad on the PlayStation, the PC version is obviously better, but setting the render distance to max can create glitches. Speaking of glitches, that is one thing that this game really suffers from. Some things are pretty minor, like graphic flickering and things randomly disappearing and standing on the air, to the aforementioned render distance thing, to some more game-breaking things. The one I found first was pretty early, while just fucking around, though while recording and in the PlayStation version, I just couldn't recreate it. I thought this was because I was using a controller instead of a keyboard, but no! It's a fact that, while recording, the game was running at 60 frames per second. I had to record it with my camera, so sorry for the shit quality, but just look at this. I have no idea what's going on. I actually got myself so stuck at one point that I didn't need to press anything. I actually got in the way of gameplay in places like level 5, though it wasn't too common, it happened once every 3 levels or so. I also managed to get myself outside the level boundaries in level 14. This place is so fucking random. I occasionally saw things while falling. Like that. What is that? At a certain point, you just stop falling, though the animation still plays, and just kind of slide around. I ended up finding a button that does nothing, I guess? This is just weird. Though I did kind of ask for it by trying to jump over boundaries in every level. Also, in the PlayStation version, I ended up somehow breaking the music in levels by talking to characters and skipping their dialogue. Sorry for laggy footage, I didn't plan on recording anything and found this by accident. Another bug I found, this one on YouTube, not on my own, is in the first bonus level. You can make this raft swim in air, eliminating most of the challenge from that level. Sam is so fucking confused right now, oh my god. Another one happened in the last level. I got stuck inside this bird thing. With no way to get out, but to restart the level. Great! That's pretty much all I could find, though I could have missed some, or just forgotten them. I once jumped on the doors and through the ceiling, but that's minor. I also once got stuck in this spinning wheel thing in level 10, but that was my first playthrough, so I didn't get any footage of that. Another complaint I have with the game is the challenge. It's pretty unbalanced. The game, instead of gradually progressing, just kinda seems to jump after level 6 and level 9. The clocks are pretty unbalanced as well. Some of them are really easy to find, some are stupidly well hidden. The hardest one is in level 12, with level 13 being easy to find if you didn't know what to do at first like me. The opening cutscene sometimes shows them as well, which is pretty dumb. Also, the boss in level 10 was a fucking cheap bitch who took forever to kill on my first playthrough. Yeah, that's what you fucking get, you fucking asshole! The only other real complaint I can think of is the camera. Most of the times it was okay, but just like Mario 64, it can be pretty awkward in places. Come on, move! Can't see shit! Oh, god damn it! Camera usually moves by itself, but you can turn it as well. However, those two conflict sometimes and the other camera usually wins. In the end, this was a really solid game. There's not much replay value after you beat it once and get all the clocks, but the game has interesting levels, great puzzles, and really great humor.
Ha ha, it is to laugh. There's nothing funny about blown up duck. By your laughter, I can tell that you disagree. Well, let's see if you think this is funny. I will stop you from playing for about 1 minute while you consider the error of your ways.
I would give this game an 8 out of 10. While it might deserve less because of all its problems, I had way too much fun with this game. And while the glitches can get in the way, it's not often that they do. I just think this game could have been much better with a few extra months of development time.